If you're a senior citizen or if you're elderly and you have been doing a workout like Sit and Be Fit or like More Life Health Seniors on YouTube, I want to tell you that you're not getting results for a reason. And I want to share with you today the biological principles of how you can begin to get results with exercise and how we can identify what is exercise and what isn't, because we all want to live longer. And the most modern science behind senior and elderly exercise tells us that we can live an extra 5 years longer. But unfortunately, there are a lot of fitness trainers and or physiotherapists who have no idea about high school biology. And these are people who are most elderly and seniors are trusting with their care and with their fitness and with their health. And that's scary because there's a lot of mythology within health and fitness when it comes to elderly and senior citizens. The very last chapter in the book Body by Science by Dr. Doug McGuff and John Little describes the ideal training program for seniors and elderly. Now, this training program has helped my mom completely turn her life around. As a polio survivor, she had severe osteoporosis until we reversed that condition with only exercise and no medication whatsoever. The amazing benefits that we've seen, over 15,000 one-on-one personal high-intensity strength training sessions I have supervised over the years with mostly senior citizens and elderly. This is folks in their 70s, 80s, and 90s who were able to double their strength in a very short 3 to 6 months. Those results are actually normal for this type of training. The unfortunate thing is that all of the mythology around elderly and senior citizens in our culture is keeping people from living a longer life. People are dying earlier because the science of strength training is actually not more widespread. This is absolutely happening. And those of you who are fitness trainers who have been administering something like Sit and Be Fit to senior citizens and elderly, I want you to look into Dr. Henneman's size principle. And I want you to understand that you're doing a grave injustice to people because while you could be saving lives, you're doing something that does not change the anatomy of people whatsoever. So if you want to help people, you will stop administering workouts that don't do any good for people, for their biology whatsoever. See, whether we're young or elderly, the biological stimulus that we all need in order to improve our bodies, it's the same. It's absolutely the same. And it is intense muscular contraction that allows us to get all of the health benefits from exercise. It's unfortunate that seniors and elderly are missing out on this every single day. And that's why my channel exists, because I know that my parents are going to live longer than all of their friends. And I want you to live as long as possible as well. And it makes me crazy that there's so much misinformation and so many people who consider themselves to be helpful fitness trainers who know nothing about biology and are actually making seniors and elderly worse by trying to convince them that they're doing something important with their bodies when they're doing absolutely nothing. Every bit of modern research shows that you can live a longer life if you do a type of intense muscular contraction that is safe for your joints. For whatever reason, the science-based workout has not caught on in the widespread gym community. If I sound a little bit bitter, frustrated, and angry, I may be, because what we're talking about here is something that the entire world is missing out on because of a bunch of ignorant kids who don't know anything about biology, who are fitness trainers in this industry. I'm doing everything that I can to try to spread the word about what real exercise is. The bottom line is that I want everybody to at least get some sort of biological improvement by doing exercise. And I understand that some people's tolerance for muscle burning is not quite as much as someone else's may be, but just the fact that this information is not more widespread, again, that seniors and elderly can have the same physical improvements that a 30-year-old can. What we saw over and over with 7 years of one-on-one high-intensity strength training, what we always saw was that when people would come in, they were very skeptical about this. They would end up doubling their strength. They would get incredible health effects. They would end up bringing their husbands in who were very skeptical, and they said, oh yeah, 20 minutes isn't going to do anything, because there is also a mythology that we have to work out for a long time in order to get results. Of course, all of the most modern research refutes that mythology 100%. What's really important is intensity of effort. And that's what elderly and senior citizens are missing out on. This past February, my oldest client died at 96. This is actually a testament to strength training and the workout, because we can live longer lives if we do this consistently every single week. It's the biological stimulus that all of us need in order to live longer. And there's so much stuff here on my YouTube channel that you can just start looking at some of my playlists, and you can begin getting results from this right now. I have 3 free PDFs down below that you can download to begin getting all of the health results from exercise that you've been missing out on, because the gym culture is so ignorant as to how human conditioning actually works. And we are slowly breaking down these walls. This is a mythology-haunted world, a demon-haunted world, and science is a candle in the dark. And eventually, everybody will know about the science of strength training and how elderly and seniors can live 5 more years. I just wish it would catch on a lot faster than it's catching on right now.